What's good? Good morning. The loss of nuance in conversation is something I've addressed in previous videos, and capitalism in particular is an idea that has been strawmanned in the last few decades for argument's sake in an attempt to help usher in socialism, communism, authoritarianism, whatever. There's just been a concerted effort to attack capitalism, and it has not been in good faith. For example, the idea of profit. People will prop up the notion that all profit is evil. That's a straw man position right there. I guess maybe it's not a straw man position if that's just what you believe, but if you use that as your only belief to oppose capitalism, you're not thinking in a nuanced manner. The word myopic comes to mind when assessing the criticisms of the left, or the criticisms the left like to lob at capitalism. It's usually one-dimensional, or if it's not one-dimensional, it's irrational, utilizing emotional appeals opposed to logical and rational appeals. So I want to attempt to rebut the idea that profit is evil inherently. I will automatically grant you that excessive profit and profiteering is immoral and unethical. And if you discover that someone is engaging in such behavior, do not give them your business. Encourage others not to give them their business. That's how the market should work. If you discover someone's doing something you don't like, do not support them, and their business will fail. Okay. An anthropological / evolutionary case for profit. I don't know which word works better. And someone like Kyle is going to get all dickheady and semantic. You used the wrong word. So we're going to use both. Sorry for calling you a dickhead, Kyle. I'm still waking up. When I think of human history and how we have had to endure a very difficult battle with nature for a very long time, for longer than we have been able to conquer and manipulate nature, we have been at odds with nature. We have been at war with nature. And intelligent indigenous cultures learned how to work with nature. They learned that nature is an ally. And I will grant you this idea that there's a loss of love and appreciation for nature in Western thinking, in the Enlightenment era thinking. They try to divorce man from nature because we have transcended nature, but no, I disagree. We are animals, we are part of nature, and we're still at war with nature. We will always be at war with nature. But if we can shift the mindset from at war with to working in harmony with, that's when we will begin to truly affect change for the planet. And I'm talking about climate change and all that other stuff. But why should we not automatically negate profit? Let's put ourselves in the shoes of our not so ancient ancestors who had to go out and hunt and did not know if they would come home with food or not. We are so fucking spoiled to get to go to a grocery store or a food bank, if you're hungry, there are opportunities. They might not be great opportunities, but that's why a successful hunt was so rewarded. That's why the best hunters were regarded as elite. Because if they were successful and they brought in the prime, good food, good sustenance, oh, the village was doing good. Now, yes, humans can live on fruits and nuts and berries and whatnot, and all different humans are able to live on all different diets. Bio-individuality. Did I say that right? Holy fuck. It's all part of the self-actualization process in terms of you discovering who you are, what your body likes, how you can nourish your specific body, what nutrients your body wants. Because in the grand scheme of things, in the human blueprint, there are general sort of numbers that you could theoretically target. If you were trying to eat the ideal diet, you need X number of vitamin A, X number of vitamin B, all of that, which is impossible to nail down at that level. But that's why if you just eat nutrient-dense, healthy foods like meat, you're gonna cover a lot of bases. That's why meat is so powerful. I do understand, and I've talked about the indigenous cultures, that it is taking a life. That's why I've lived most of my life in the Pacific Northwest with a huge indigenous culture, which is something that I hold near and dear to my heart. I truly value that, and I am so thankful for that. But they also taught us that sacrifice the animal made is part of nature. That's why they revered the animals. That's why they used every part of them. But that's why if they went out and hunted and failed, the village suffered. They invested energy, they invested resources with the hopes that the outcome would yield a larger return to survive. So while we use that thought now in investment and finance, it comes from needing to survive, understanding you're starting with a constrained, finite amount of resources, and you need to utilize them as best you can to increase your resources. If you fail, if you invest resources and fail, that road leads to death. If you do not profit on your efforts, you will ultimately die much sooner than you should. So the idea of yielding a return on investment is baked into the evolutionary or anthropological, what's the right word? Not existence. Premise. It's inherent within the human experience. It's inherent within the living experience. That doesn't mean we should just go rape and murder the fucking planet. No, I'm not saying that. See, that would be a straw man. To bring back the straw man point. That's not what I'm saying at all. In all my videos, or in my last video talking about climate change, I do agree we should be treating the planet better. There are so many things we could be doing as individuals and as communities. But when we're fucking arguing over profit and how evil it is and how evil capitalism is and how we're not even having these conversations at this higher level, excuse me, we're getting caught in the culture wars and the ruling powers are winning. But the momentum has already began to shift, and these conversations we're going to mainstream, and that's going to continue to increase the momentum. So if you've been able to follow any of this rambling, I really appreciate it. Thank you for listening. Profit is necessary for survival. Until we unclassify, declassify all of Tesla's documents that were, stolen, because that guy had it figured out. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling, but they fucked with Tesla, which fucked with our future, which fucked with our energy. Okay, thank you for listening. Much love, y'all. Have a good day.